The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Wonders they say shall never cease to happen. The Western Empire just received a brutal wake-up call, and it didn't come from Moscow or Beijing. It came from the heart of the Sahel. For decades, the global power dynamics was simple. When the United States, Great Britain, France, and Germany brought an international resolution to the table, the rest of the world bowed. Foreign aid, defense agreements, and national debt were used as invisible chains to guarantee compliance. If Washington or Paris told a developing nation how to vote, the answer was always quite submissive yes. But the old rules of global diplomacy have just been completely torn apart. Behind closed doors in Vienna, a high-stakes diplomatic trap was set to corner Iran over its nuclear capabilities. The Western alignment expected the usual outcome. More than 20 nations immediately surrender their votes to support the resolution. A handful of others, terrified of facing economic retaliation, fled in the shadow of abstention. In the end, only 3 countries on earth had the nerve to look the most powerful military bloc in existence and say no. 2 of those countries were exactly who you would expect, the major nuclear heavyweights, Russia and China. But it's the third vote that has sent shockwaves through the corridors of Western intelligence. It is a landlocked African nation of 27 million people, the Republic of Niger. To understand the absolute magnitude of this defiance, you have to realize that this wasn't just a routine diplomatic bailout. This vote was cast in the middle of a burning geopolitical crossfire. Missiles are actively flying in the Middle East. Shipping lanes in the Strait of Hormuz are on the brink of total shutdown. And a single misstep could trigger a global war. Yet Niger didn't take the safe exit. They walked right into the lane of fire and pressed no button. This single move marks the final death blow to Western military strategy in West Africa. Just 36 months ago, Washington and Paris considered Niger the ultimate unshakable puppet in the region. The Pentagon poured over $100 million in building Air Base 201 in Agaza and a massive drone hub designed to project Western power across the entire continent. But in a stunning geopolitical pivot, the script was entirely flipped. The transitional administration didn't just ask the foreign troops to leave. They evicted them. The French military was forced to pack and exit. The United States was handed the keys to their own multi-million-dollar drone facility and told to fly home. Decades of Western security dominance vanished in a matter of months. But why would a nation fighting its own internal battles risk everything to shield a foreign state like Iran on the global stage? The answer lies deep beneath the desert sun: uranium. For over half a century, the elite region of northern Niger has been treated as a resource colony. A French state-linked nuclear monopoly extracted some of the highest grade uranium on earth completely free of charge, ensuring the lights stay on across Western Europe, while local African villages were left in absolute darkness. The era of the single customer is officially over. By systematically stripping France of its mining monopoly and forming the alliance of Sahel states alongside Mali and Burkina Faso, Niger has transformed its natural wealth into raw and yielding geopolitical leverage. They didn't just sever ties with the West. They actively built a multi-vector security shield on their own terms. Today, they have secured Russian defense support, Chinese infrastructure investment, Turkish combat hardware, and strategic diplomatic channels with Tehran. The West is in a state of absolute panic because they have finally realized the terrifying truth. The days when the African nations' loyalty could be bought with a handful of guaranteed by a Western embassy are dead and buried. Niger's historic defiance in Vienna, it was a bold, calculated declaration of absolute sovereignty to the entire world. They are proving that the old empire is crumbling. The multipolar world is here, and the future of the continent will be negotiated strictly on African terms. No more bowing down to foreign aid. Niger has sent a shockwave that the time for using foreign aid, manipulating the African to do what you want, is over. Not when we have leaders as bold as General Abdurrahmani Chiani are all in all, Captain Ibrahim Traore are all in all, and General Assimi Goïta. This nobody expected. When it comes to Russia and China, we know they can always rise up and speak. But the rest of the world were shocked. Even the United States of America and the rest were very shocked because a landlocked nation like Niger could look them in the eye upon the United States of America coming to give them military support, equipment, thinking that that will change their mind, That didn't stop our all in all. He still went there and decided for the truth. Because what is happening in Iran, like always I'll tell you, is connected to us. And there was one professor from Kenya that said, what is happening in Iran is a pathway to Africa. If you understand the message he sent, looked at the connection. Uranium. After Iran, they will be next. So you look at what it is and why he took that bold decision to defend himself. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall. And united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Niger.